In this video, I'm going to show you how to have a successful long-distance relationship. My name is and I know all about relationships. It doesn't matter if it's a long distance or not. There are always ups and downs that come with them. So in this video, I'm going to show you some simple hacks on making your relationship work without having any of those nasty fights that ruin everything. First, you need to make sure that the two of you are on the same page regarding your expectations of this relationship. Make sure that you are both clear of your feelings for each other. Are you just dating? Are you casually seeing each other? Are you looking for a serious relationship, or does your significant other have no interest in men at all? Figuring out this information right from the start is going to help avoid major problems later down the line. Even if you are both on the same page, there is always going to be some awkwardness. Whenever you are in a new relationship, especially one where you are still trying to figure out who this person is, it's important to have an open line of communication. Make sure that you guys are talking about everything that comes your way. Make sure that you're calling each other when something big happens, or even when nothing big happens at all. If one of you has a bad day, make sure that they tell the other person. Talking about these sorts of things will help the two of you get closer together and learn more about each other on a personal level, which can sometimes cause problems when each of your expectations doesn't match up with what the other person is looking for. So if you're having those problems, that's what those awkward conversations are for. If one guy's not ready and the other guy is, you should definitely talk about it so he can understand where your other half is coming from and vice versa. That way, everyone knows what to expect and how they need to act accordingly without getting too caught up in their feelings, which can lead to some pretty nasty fights. You guys need to see each other as often as possible if you want. With long-distance relationships, there's always going to be a lot of stuff standing in between you two, stopping you from seeing each other more than once or twice a month. And we all agree that spending time together is important, but before you pile on all of this stress on your relationship, let me ask you something. Are you guys really ready for the next step? If so, then great, keep it up. But if not, I recommend taking things nice and slow. Getting too caught up in the idea of having to spend every single day with your boyfriend or girlfriend can lead to some pretty racy misunderstandings that usually end with one person throwing a bitch fit over something totally unimportant. This can be avoided by making sure that both parties understand where their significant other is coming from before jumping into things headfirst. If you're constantly fighting about where each other is spending time when they aren't together, I recommend taking a step back and asking yourselves if you guys are really ready for the next step in your relationship. Because when it comes down to it, long-distance relationships can be a lot more strenuous than regular ones. It's harder to make time for each other, which means that if one party is spending a lot of time with their friends or doing something else, your significant other might get a little jealous, thinking that they're drifting apart from the person they love. So before stressing yourself out about where your significant other is spending their time when you're not together, just ask them what they were up to and remember that these things don't always have to lead to painful arguments. Sometimes your significant other just wants some alone time, so let them have it. Who knows, maybe you guys are making some great memories together when you're not with each other, in which case is amazing. You should definitely talk to your partner about what you did that day and how they feel about everything that happened. All relationships have their ups and downs, but long-distance ones can be a lot more strenuous on either party, depending on the situation. If both of you are willing to put in the work, though, then by all means, keep doing what you're doing. Just remember to take things nice and slow, so no one gets too stressed out too quickly, which is important for any relationship. We might call ourselves nerds, but we still have feelings just like everyone else, so being considerate of ours will go a long way in helping us understand where we're coming from. Thank you for watching, and until next time.